glitter with stars. I am a dark page, dappled with light. Swirls and dots of letters telling tales of travel. After centuries of cooling, the earth is still just an enraptured ball of fire. It loves the shuffling of our feet on its surface. All journeys within the great journey, within the everlasting, invisible spin. My mother's journey. The tale of a reluctant immigrant. My mother says she came because my father called her. My father because he was called to work here. My father. He was a dancing atom, a curious body of ambitious genes. The same sort of genes that inspired English explorers to travel to India and American shores. The border keepers asked, "Where have you come from? What are you doing here?" Back then, what could my mother say? What would I have said? I have answers now. Oh, boundary keepers, look at Britain's natural beauty. The rhododendron, transported from Portugal. Or was it the mountains of Kashmir? The chrysanthemum, shipped all the way from China. The damask rose, sweet perfumed refugee from Syria. Oh, natural beauties, if they should ask you why you have come, ask them to ask the moon why it comes into sight, the sun why it leaves, throwing us into darkness. Tell them, we are not trespassers. Like you, we are molecules of juggled colour, 99.9% not matter at all. What do we know about borders and boundaries? What matter we are is mostly water. And like water, we love to ride the plenum tide. Seeds of light, bright bundles of energy carried from one generation to the next generation. My nieces and nephews, will they stay put? Or will they travel and be asked, why have you come? Is your land too cold, too hot, too dry, too wet, too war-torn, or too peaceful and boring? They might well answer, Rossendale is flooded, our economy in tatters. But none of that matters. Tell us, where do you think you have come from? And where in the universe are you going? We can give you a big, fat, bright clue. If only you would watch the moon. They say trauma is passed on through the genes. Silence is a mutation, triggered by the next empty hand. My Nani, my mum's mum, was widowed early. Some years after partition, she left her village in Punjab for the city of Karachi. She was filled with the fire of survival. 4 foot tall, she was the fiercest barterer in the Karachi market. Far-sighted. When my mother was packing for England, she urged her, "Child, take these embroidered sheets. Though it breaks my heart to say it, I know you won't be returning. The flowers you have stitched here smell sweeter than any flowers you will smell in England." My mother, not believing she was leaving for good, left her scented sheets behind. This is my version of her story. Things I've remembered from childhood, from family excavations, what my father never said. Things I've only now come to understand, like how much my own journey is a mirror of hers. And things I'll never know. How green was the moss on the glass of the cellar window? Diagonal love, hexagonal hope. प्यारी राखमी, आपके अब ने मुझे इजाजत दी है. I hope this letter receives you in good health. I have your father's permission to write. I am miles away and in need of a companion. Akelapan is no fun. Dear Rakhmi, would you do me the kindness, the honour, the privilege to be my Mendi Rani, henna covered wali, bride to be? For me, leave your mother, brother, father, sisters, khalas, poopies, nani and dadi. Forget the hot sun and sweet ripe mangoes falling from trees that you love to climb. Come to this green, damp, slightly cold land, with outside toilets and cobbled streets paved with 9-carat gold. Yours sincerely, waiting outside the red telephone box, your childhood friend, Aziz.
gentlemen, the passenger information desk is now open.
joy without restraint. Up with Beke. At once my henna turns beetroot red. To my Beke, ache dana. तुम्हारी आवाज सुन के, the sound of your voice turns night to day. You made a bride of me. I gathered your light to the touched thighs, your middle of the night sighs, lingering sight of your eyes. The henna has dried a filigree dye. By an aeroplane flight I arrived. My destiny tattooed on the tops of my feet, paisley wings on my palms. Our lifelines entwined, our futures sculpted like an alabaster moon. Mere chand, meri raaton ki roshni. Santa's home. Ice cream van. Got no change. What a shame. Go out to play. Ma, who oiled my hair. Ma, who showed me how to embroider the scent of roses and laughter onto the edges of bedspreads. You were right. How I miss those perfumed stitches. How many times I've read the letters Abu wrote. You never asked, but we knew what you needed. If I told you how we live, it would shatter 1,000 myths. The milkman here delivers milk as cold and watery as Kashmiri snow. We dream of pistachio kulfi and your masala chai. Right outside our door, the sound of the ice cream van comes and goes. How many times my baby's empty-handed? How many jobs their dear father worked? We send what we can, do believe me. I tie my heart down with a boulder. I say to my children, maybe tomorrow. And every night I lick warm tears from their cheeks. ride in the back of a Karachi rickshaw driver's three-wheeler. Dry dust coats you daily. Heartwarming waves of heat, sweat-softened bodies, beeps and calls and bustling women in the bazaar. Invited by marketeers rolling out roll after roll of dazzling materials, selling, bartering, brilliant turquoise, fuchsia pink silks, fading. She can't hear the calls anymore. Can't work out the prices. Rupe, Anna. She's converted to pound, shilling, pence. Pastels. Subtle greys. It is calmer here. More organised. A time to come and a time to go. On time as children home from school, I can hear her calling us. Asra, put the chai on for your Abu. I loved making tea for Dad. He always said it was the best tea in Rossendale. Murtaza, Shella, don't leave your bags in the hall or someone will fall. Me and Murtaza practically lived round at Mrs. Crowther's. She let us feed her pet gerbils. That's where I first heard the Archers theme tune. When we got called names at school, Mrs. Crowther told us to take no notice of silly buggers like that. But when we saw our dad's face after the 10 o'clock news, we went quiet. My mum didn't really understand the news,
15 or 20 years
but she got the message just the
the
same.
black man will have the whip hand over the white.
People like us weren't welcome here anymore.
I can already hear the chorus of execration. How dare I say?
Wapis jai tu kidhar?
How dare
If we go back,
stir up
where do we go?
and inflame feelings by
Our home's here.
such a conversation?
Bache hamare idhar ke.
My honor,
Our children of this land. La rivers filled with blood. Will we drown? Or be saved in the fragile boats of our dreams? We spit whole fish from our mouths. The beaches are littered with us. The moon tides are pulling me backwards and forwards. Am I getting any closer to home? Asian parents don't usually go in for public displays of affection. But my dad told my mum she was as beautiful as a rose from Damascus. Years after he died, I realised just how much she loved him. How the time has flown. Oh, to be able to wind back. Get back just 1 hour together. can still smell your hair oil. Sweet, sweet jasmine. Your tiffin came back every day as good as washed. Every drop of masala oil wiped clean with your roti. You longed to go back, but settled here just for that. Let me tip a tiffin of moonlight at your feet, a hatful of English soil on your cheeks. Let me see its wings clipped at the edges, your deep blue British passport. Our father provided for us every way he could. Cotton mill twists, late night bakery shifts. He said, "Bury me where I die, Rossendale's hills." We did. Shella. Daddy ki daddy. She could teach Nani to suck eggs. She's going to complete her degree this year, and we have a lishta for her from a good family. Murtaza. Bilkul abba ke jaise. We knew he would marry early. We made a good choice of bride. They are happy. And living close by so I can be a proper grandma. Azra. She's talking about me. How she misses her dad. I think she may follow in his footsteps. Such balti hai, lekin samjhe khan. She speaks the truth, but who can understand? Love and fire, pyar aur aag. Something new is bothering her, and I don't know what it is. Mum's right. There is something new. And I don't know how to tell her. that I was a trapped bird. Trapped by my mother's need for our relatives' approval. She lengthened my tops with her eyes, added sleeves of decency to everything I wore, covered my head with a veil of shame I couldn't remove, because I had to set a good example for the younger ones. Freeze-dried like time stopped when they left Pakistan in the 60s. I hardly had a childhood. It was not fair. I could have married. I might have married. I could have studied further. I never felt I could. I could have had children. I never took the risk. She left her mother, left her family, lived hundreds of miles away from them. She doesn't know what it's like living with elders hovering over your head. I'm expected to be nearby, expected to be a devoted daughter. As the single one, I'm expected to look after her in her old age. It's hypocritical. I don't think I can. We are mysteriously linked. The way a bird migrates by some spooky quantum entanglement. The closer I am to you, Mother, the more sensitive I am to your magnetic pull. I taste the danger as I plait. Your vibrations tunneling like gin into my being. For you who travelled in a straight line, time slowed. I'm desperate to untangle these bonds. To be like a quantum wave in an instant, travelling in all directions at once. You have lived with sun that bakes the ground and warmed your roots. I have known only rain that seeps into skin and bones. You came so we could have better lives. They needed Dad here to work in their mills. We had no choice. You stayed for us all to have an education, but Dad always said we'd never be accepted here. You put pressure on us to keep your outdated, meaningless customs. Keep your language, keep your culture. You wanted us to be proud of our identity, and I am. Your culture is my culture. But now we're not accepted here or there. Maybe you did your best. All I know is it's messed us up. What's bothering me? What is it I want? I can't stand this small town. The twitching purde is like a village in Punjab. I have a good job working in the community. It's not enough. You've always held me back. I know you did your best. But Ubba wouldn't have stopped me. Ubba John encouraged us to study, so did Mrs. Crowther. She's still... Yes, okay. Back then it was hard for you. But Ubba would understand what I want. There were some things he said I shouldn't do. He never said, "Ummi, you're doing it again, trying to hold me back." It's because you care. Well, I've done my share of caring. I can't care. I can't keep doing this. I won't let you or this small-minded town stop me. I've been offered a job and it's overseas. eloquent silence, whisper as loud as you can to those meant to hear. Blow sound into the quivering ocean. Come Americas, glide back to us. Africa, hug our continent. Rising tides abate. The moon disappeared for 3 days and 3 nights. There was no light. We waited. Again we watched the full flooded moon become as thin as the curl of an eyelash. No single truth, but love. No objective history. Just a collection of our heartfelt stories, bearing witness. The witness who sees with no eyes sees. Each bird stepping into the same cage for a different seed.